This is the Special Project Standing Building Committee. It is Monday, September 30th at 5:15 p.m.
Okay. Ready to go. Calling this meeting to order at 5:15 p.m. And we have some minutes to approve as number 2 on the agenda. We have an April 29 meeting minutes.
Yeah, we'll see.
And it's probably so late because we've had so many special meetings and couldn't approve it because of the special meetings. So if anybody has any...
I apologize for asking this question. Am I listed as an attendee to that one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I haven't missed any, but you never know.
Yeah. No, Steve is busy, but I don't know. I haven't heard from Steve. We haven't heard from Steve in a while now. Steve Kornick. Kornick. So, Jane, you're looking at it, right?
Yeah, no, I already read everything at home.
No? Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to recommend we approve the minutes of the meetings of April 29 as submitted.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Nope.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay. The next is the minutes from the meeting of July 15th. And Al, you were present on that one, and Rodney,
I was not present on that one.
No, you were. Yeah, you were.
I was. Yeah, I thought so. For the summer.
Yeah. And
it must have been the.
We're all on the phone.
Yeah, Rodney was present as well, just for the record. So he can vote. So.
Rich, you said I was present or wasn't present?
You were present. Yes, you were present.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
So you can vote. All right. I'm recommending that we approve this July 15th minutes as submitted.
Second.
All right, Rodney, second. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. That concludes that. Sal would like to just get an update. And I didn't know that Ken was there, but Ken, feel free.
Yeah, Ken. Well, we're just about wrapped up. Ken did walk with the contractor for a punch list, and I'll let Ken explain the details.
Certainly, thank you, Sal. Yes, I met with the contractor for the Holland Hill School. We walked the entire roof. I did my final punch list inspection. My report is forthcoming. I plan to issue that by tomorrow to Sal and the team. But overall, they did a pretty darn good job. Everything looks good. All the roofing details look up to par. I'm not sure if he had the manufacturer walk the roof for their independent punch list at this time, but I will check in with the contractor tomorrow morning to see what the status of that is. But essentially, the job is winding down, and we're getting ready to close that one out. As for North Stratfield, I met with
They're not the building committee for North Stratfield.
Oh, my apologies. But yeah, we should be closing that out within the next week or two. It should be officially closed out.
All right. So just a quick question. So yeah, I just want to get this in the record. Young Developers was the contractor that you were working with, right?
Correct. Yes, Young Developers.
Yeah, just wanted on it. Okay. That's it, Ken?
Yes, sir, yes.
This is tomorrow for on the stuff that you just stated. All right, good. Sal, you got anything to add?
Just to say they performed well. Young Developers performed well on the Holland Hill roof. Did not have any major issues. We did have a couple of leaks. They were taken care of quickly and efficiently. They lived up to their contract. They kept the job manned well, and the workmanship is pretty good, as Ken had said. So we're happy with the roof that we received, and no negative marks that I can put on this project. It went pretty good.
So they stayed on schedule, Sal? They were on schedule?
Yeah, they stayed on schedule. The biggest tripping point was getting the electrician back in to reinstall. We were dancing around each other for about a week and a half on that. But other than that, nothing really out of the ordinary. Pretty straightforward. Nice summer job.
Mhm.
Great.
That's good.
And they had very few change orders. If not, there'll be credits coming back for deck replacement and such. And I'll be working with Young to finalize the finances.
I'm glad that we have another successful bidder to go to. That's a good part. All right, nothing else? I'm gonna move on to the invoice that we have from Adam. Adam, did you get anything besides this? I'm just looking at it. Oh, wait.
I believe I only have the two invoices, the one from Silver Petroselli and the one from Young Developers.
Okay, so then nothing, excellent. That's all I got.
I just want to bring up what Chuck said about the retainage.
Go ahead.
Just why the,
Well, the increase in the retainage, I could answer that. What happened on their first
Before you go into
application?
that, hold on 1 second, before you go into that.
Oh, sure thing. Sorry.
First of all, the document that we're looking at here at the table is not the correct document. It has zero retainage.
yeah,
Jen did send out a new document earlier today that showed retainage of $45,389.26. That's not 10%.
Yeah, so this is Adam from purchasing, and maybe Ken can chime in from here, but I was just looking, and it looks like what they did was that 45,000 number you're looking at is 10% of the original pay app 2. It's not 10% of the total value. So that's why that number is there. I can't speak to why that's the number they came up with, though.
Well, the question is, does the contract allow them to have 5% retainage at this point in the project?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Point number two,
we don't have that paper.
we don't have that paperwork.
We're looking at something that says 0% retainage.
Right. Ours still says 0, the paper we're looking at. And then the second thing is, if it's 5%, the calculation is wrong. It should be 48,908.75, not 45,389.26. If it's 5%.
Okay, what I could do is I could reject this, mark it up, and resend it to Young Developers and have them fill it out appropriately.
That's what we're gonna have to do.
You're gonna have to, yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
okay to go down to 5, even when you, have a contract balance that's still about 20% of the total contract?
Yes, that should not be a problem.
I mean, it sounds like everything's going fine. I wouldn't want to make a big thing out of it.
Well, we're I think we're way ahead of that invoice at this point.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Indeed,
So
yes.
I wouldn't necessarily, not, I'm trying to get to the revised invoice. I saw that earlier today.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now, and yes, you're right. It is the 45 389.26.
Yeah, this is through June 31st.
Oh,
So,
no,
I'm
July 31st it says.
oh, I'm sorry, July. You're right. No,
July.
you're right. You're right, July.
So there's still a lot of things being shown here to do. I realize that you had August, but what about are we expecting back as far as a credit?
Deck replacement allowances. I believe they did not replace any of that. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I could get that over to you folks.
It's item 32 and 33.
33 call for repairs. Metal deck repair allowance and allowance number 2, Tectum deck repair.
Yep, that's correct. That's about $20,000 roughly.
Right. So we didn't need either of those allowances?
As long as they have zero there, that's fine. That's the credit
no, it
back.
does. I'm just asking.
Correct. I'm
Right,
sorry, I didn't.
At this point, there's a lot of things, as Rodney pointed out, this was through July 31st. So we're ahead of them almost, 2 months at this point.
Okay.
So this is really dragged out. So I really wouldn't want to hold them up.
No. But we have to do it properly, obviously.
Well, we need the proper paperwork and.
Right, but you can approve, if you care to, you can approve the correct amount pending the receipt of the corrected paperwork, so that Adam can process once the corrected paperwork is given to the chairman and verified.
Okay, that sounds fine, but we need to know the correct amount, because if the retainage is changed, then the retainage number is going to change, then the total is going to change.
Well,
Because it's not 5%.
So if we're doing 5% of the original contract value, that would be $58,520. So.
Yep, 58,520.
No, but it's only retainage on the work.
it's only retainage on what's there is what.
And that number is 48,908.75. That's 5% of 975,107.
Gotcha. Yep.
Uh-huh.
So if you do that math, I think we can then approve the net number as the correct number, subject to receipt of the updated paperwork with that net number on it.
I'm
Yeah.
fine to wait till we get the actual, everything again and just have a special meeting. That's my inclination, but if
You're the boss.
well,
Well, why don't we let them catch up too? I mean, they still have to do August and September, right?
yeah.
Yes.
I have no problem with that.
So that's what let's do it with.
Okay with that.
Adam, did you hear that?
I did. I'm not sure I follow. Let me make sure I follow. So we're going to have them correct the paperwork, and then ask them to also get us the pay app 3?
Well, if they want to, and we could,
Yeah.
which I would think they would, and then we have a special meeting, we won't make them wait the month.
Yeah, we won't make them wait.
That's the
Exactly right.
point. We're not gonna make them wait until the next month. We'll have a special meeting, but they've gotta put the paperwork in
Yeah.
correctly.
Okay.
All right, and Adam, when you have it, just give me a call and I'll come right down. And that way we can set up the special meeting, or at least advise all the members of what's gonna work best for that. All right, but we can do the one invoice, I guess, Silver Petroselli, right?
Well, just to let you know, it seems to me where it says total complete to date, 975,107, if you took 5% retainage, the amount on line 6 should be 926,351.65 instead of 929,1774. You're off by 3366.09. So, like I said, you can make a motion to approve 926,351 65 pending the receipt of the corrected paperwork by the.
Or we can have the special meeting, like we said. We can
Okay.
get the corrected paper,
Okay,
and we have a special meeting as soon as then. I would like to see the corrections made to everyone's satisfaction before we hold the special meeting.
That's the general sense of the committee as well. Everybody's.
You got it.
Okay, you got it. I have my marching orders.
And if they want to put in application payment number 3, why not?
Make
Yeah.
it work.
Yeah, probably, yeah. At this point, they probably could.
Yeah.
And can I request that Silver Petroselli make sure that these things are correct before they get in front of us?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good point. It's supposed to be-
Because
Right.
it is your signature that's on that's certifying it.
I agree. I will, absolutely.
All right. We're finished on that particular item? All right,
Yes.
going on with Silver Petroselli's invoice number 24-1118, dated 9/1 of 2024, any amount.
Is it 18 or 16?
You're right. 16, you're right, 6. And in the amount of $1,365. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion to approve.
$1,365.
Right.
Yeah. All right, we have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
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 Okay, motion carried for Silver Petroselli. All right, I'm gonna hold up this. That's the end of that. Number 5 on the agenda is old business. Any old
Did we,
business?
okay, can I interrupt? Was there one for the PV vendor?
No,
No, that's all I got.
we only have 2 invoices.
Oh, all right, I'm confused on that one.
We'll bring it up, make sure it's on the agenda for the special meeting then.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be, okay.
All right. So, the same thing, when you have that, Adam, give me a call.
Does that have to do with solar? What?
Yeah, that's for the solar. That was the one that they were inquiring. It was like $7,800. We'll have to have a special, we'll bring it up at the special meeting.
Right, we'll make sure it's on the agenda, Sal. That's all.
Yeah, well, all right.
No problems.
Okay. Old business? All right, hearing none. New business. Sal, is there any projects for committee upcoming?
So, sure, I can give you an update on that.
Yeah.
The plan is to seek funding. You're gonna have a fun summer next summer. 3 roof projects. One would be at Tomlinson, one would be McKinley, and one would be Stratfield Elementary. So 3 separate projects. McKinley was postponed from last year to get North Stratfield done concurrent with the AC project work that's being done. So that's kind of why there's 3 instead of 2. And the Tomlinson one, other than being high, it's not as much square footage as you typically see. It's a smaller job. Stratfield Elementary, it's all the roofs that Al's building committee didn't do a dozen years ago. It's all the roofs.
What, 20
basically
years
that
ago?
were-
Are you
Yeah,
talking about 20 years ago?
something like that, Al.
I've been doing this a long time, Sal.
So, yeah, so all the, good portion of the roofs on Stratfield will get done, and, you'll have a busy summer. So three projects is what we're going to seek the funding for, and if everything goes as planned, that's what we'll have for you to do.
And this cell will all be under the blanket Silver Petroselli contract?
Yeah.
The design's already been approved for those?
I'm sorry?
The
Well,
design-
McKinley's already designed the Stratfield and Tomlinson are not done yet.
Yeah.
All right. Plenty of time.
Well, yeah, and no.
Okay.
Yeah, typically you want to get these into, the goal always is to have these bid out for a return no later than end of February for a summer project, so that we're not getting jacked up pricing. So typically we get funding in October, state approval of a project in November, December, and then get it out to bid for the new year for a return sometime in February and an award. So it's like, we're right there now.
Okay. Anything further, anybody?
No.
Nobody sitting here's got anything? Any of you guys out there? Nothing? Okay. I recommend we adjourn the meeting. It is almost 4:06.
Did you already go through the minutes, approving the minutes?
Yeah, we did. That's all you did.
Is there a second to adjourn?
I'll second.
Okay.
Second, I motion to adjourn, yes. I agree. Adjourn.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Thank you,
Take care.
folks. Have a great night.